Can we talk about Drake just for a hot second? Drake was, in the news a couple months ago for the UMG decision. It was dismissed out of hand by the judge. He's filed an appeal, a very long appeal. I think 50 or 60 pages long. And I actually think he's on to something. He's going to lose again, but I think he's on to something. I don't think Drake is wrong here. Basically, what Drake said is the court, or his lawyer said that the court dismissed the suit out of hand as non-actionable by virtue of being song lyrics. In other words, the court said, you can't sue somebody for defamation because they're song lyrics. Drake's team is saying that is a dangerous precedent you're setting. To say that something by definition, just as such, cannot be used because it's a song lyric. He's saying there are times where that could be the case, and the court has a responsibility to look at the case, because otherwise nobody could ever sue for defamation because of a song lyric.
That's a good point.
And I think Drake's team is right.
He's right.
I don't think that this particular lawsuit is defamation. I don't. That's up for debate by people, but I don't. But I do think that there are situations where somebody could make a song that would be defamation. And I think that the court should look at it. So I think Drake could have some success, at least getting to trial, even if he ultimately loses.
And it's a slippery slope, because if you can't sue somebody for a song lyric, then what separates that from them jumping on the internet and trashing you on the internet or any other type of publication? It's going to set a precedent there.
Well, that precedent is not the same as the song lyric precedent, which is not the same for media people using the internet precedent. That's why all these things are.
But media gets a pass, right?
Yeah.
Media gets a pass.
Media. I think that it's stupid as fuck, and then that whole set of precedent thing is like now everybody gonna wanna, you know what I mean, sue about a song. It's just whack. I'm a rap lover, a hip hop lover. That's fucking corny. Even if he has grounds for why he wanted to sue in this situation, the whole response from the legal team just opens up for everybody else to do it too. That shit's whack.
Well, everybody
like, how
can't.
We gonna battle?
Everybody can't.
But how are we going to have good battles if you could sue at the end?
See, I agree with you. Like most of the time, I think you should be able to talk shit, be hyperbolic, all that in rap lyrics. You should be able to do all of that, right? Like I never thought, when I was talking about Jay-Z and Ether, I didn't believe what he was saying in there. It wasn't defamation
Even
to me.
the skeeted in your baby seat part?
Oh, that's super ugly. That's a good example, right?
So I threw condoms on your baby seat.
Threw condoms, skeeted in your Jeep, threw condoms in your baby seat, right?
Excuse me. Sorry.
I don't know who did what. I don't know who baby seat got skeeted on. I don't think there should be a lawsuit about it, right? Because it's a battle. But I think there could be circumstances where it does go too far, very narrow, limited circumstances, and I just want to create room for that. I think about, for example, when people do monologues at the end of rap songs. I'm thinking about what Tupac did at the end of Hit 'Em Up, for example, when he's just talking, right? What if you was like, on January 7th, 1992, you broke in my house and shot my whole family and blah, blah, blah. If people could legitimately believe that what you're saying is true,
so let me...
I could see a situation.
One that comes to mind talking at the end is 50 talking to Ja, where he says, I know the stylist she was fucking, I paid him $50,000.
Boom.
Right? So you're saying that could be defamation?
I'm saying I could see a situation where a person could be persuaded to believe that that's not just music
Rhetoric.
talking. Yeah, exactly. Again, I'm not saying that it should be used often. I just don't like the idea of saying anything that's on a song goes without any limitations. That scares me a little bit.
This case, for reasons outside of what Drake is stating, is unprecedented, because I don't think in any other hip hop beef can a rapper claim as much damage as Drake can claim from this one.
That's a great point.
Ja Rule would be closest. But
and it still fails in comparison.
Objectively, I think it fails in comparison. One.
Ja Rule's second.
Two, if you don't think it pales in comparison, that can be attributed to many other things. It could be attributed to the court case that they were fighting, the feds running up in there, Def Jam pulling support. You can't just say all of these losses are specifically tied to what 50 Cent is doing. Drake probably can.
Drake shit, I think, is more quantifiable.
A lot of his business and public perception and the view of things and his prices, a lot probably changed after that.
I agree.
Battle.
There's another piece to this that just hit me as you just made that point. Rap battles today are very different than rap battles during the Bridge Wars or something, where you just made music.
You ain't have brand deals. You ain't have shit that was riding.
But I'm not even. Yes, that's true. But I'm talking about in terms of how people communicate. 50's been in battles where he didn't put a song on wax. What if I defame you on a podcast and on an Instagram? I make up all these lies which do fit the standard for defamation, and then I make a song about it. Now, and the song gets heard by 50 million people. You get what I'm saying? So, for example, hypothetically, this did not happen, to be clear. If Kendrick had done a press release and given a press conference and tweeted that Drake was a pedophile and then made Not Like Us still would have been a huge song. That would have impacted him severely. And because the rap battles don't stay just on the musical realm, they often go into blogs, tweets, TikTok. I think it gets messier and more confusing in today.
I'm not saying that Drake doesn't have a point in what he's doing.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying that. I was never saying that. I'm saying a few things. One, when you enter a battle that is kind of well, I'm talking about how it's perceived, it's kind of an enter at your own risk type of thing. Mm-hmm. Like, before that battle started, I came on the air, I said, potentially one of these people will never be looked at the same after this.
Definitely said that.
Yes.
Yeah, it sounded like a lot, but
You said it.
I mean, I had a healthy amount of respect for the brothers involved. So, and sure enough, one person was never looked at the same, but you taunted him and you provoked him and you asked him to come out, this brother that we normally know to be so quiet. So some of that is enter at your own risk for me. Two, everybody can't sue, everybody ain't gonna sue, back to Mona's point. Suing is like a privileged type of thing. And when you lose and continue to use the judicial system to try to hammer home a point, it does come off a way.
Yes.
Like, my only point is for how he comes off, not in what he's doing. I can't even say I wouldn't do the same thing if I had all the money in the world and all the time in the world.
You wouldn't, but I get what you're saying.
I don't think he can.
Well, I wouldn't, because I'm going to rely on my rap shit. If I enter the battle and we on some rap shit and you got the upper hand and I'm on some rap shit and I'll just take my loss, I'll take my ball and go home.
See, I think he's fighting a different fight. Me personally, I think he's just fighting. I think this shit is past rap. I really, really, honestly think he just won out his Universal deal. That's what I really think. And I think that he is just using this as a catalyst to get that accomplished. I think that, because again, he ain't suing Kendrick. He's suing Universal, and I just think he don't want nothing to do with them niggas. I think that his level of success and money and access has shown him something that most people don't even get to see. Like you saying, you suing is a privileged game. If you got enough money and your family got enough money to sue a motherfucker, you could make some change. When the cops whip somebody ass in Newark, they don't have no money to sue. You whip some black person ass in Livingston or Short Hills, they parents gonna sue you. It's gonna get all the media attention in the world, and now you can make some change.
My only thing about what you're saying is, and again, I'm on optics. If he won against UMG, I would put all my poker chips to the table that he would sue Kendrick next.
I also would be worried about
then I would judge that. I don't think he would, but I would judge that. And I think.
But why would you judge it?
Because
for all of those things.
Because nigga, it's like suing somebody that you told come outside and get a fair one, and now you sue them for assault. That's some sucker shit.
But what if you ask them for fair when they pull out a gun and shoot you? Because that's Drake's argument, is that you went beyond the rules of the battle.
That's not his argument.
No. One of the dismissals before had highlighted what he said in Taylor Made, where he said, "Talk about him like in Young Girls. I got it on. It got to be true." Like, you said this, you put that out there for him to say.
Also, he defamed Kendrick by accusing him of domestic violence and
Right.
a bunch of other shit too. But that's
that's
different.
why
I would be more worried about this case. Back to your precedent thing, in the lyrics in court situation, because if now there's facts in raps, that might be across the board. Now everything is a fact in rap, or suable or actionable offense. I don't like that.
And we all getting indicted if that's the fucking
That's
case.
where my brain went at first.
Yeah,
that's
like,
why I'm
yo,
on the other
dog,
side, right there.
the people could pick and choose when they want to allow lyrics to be admissible, right? And the damage, because when these little niggas is running around talking about shooting people, the white people or the court want to now allow those lyrics to be evidence in court.
I gotta say though,
But one is
the
criminal
older I
civil
get,
though.
The dumber they are. but now when Drake
I feel
has
less sympathetic to the rapper that says, and then I killed him on July 7th at
disagreeing.
noon on 52nd Street, and then it turns out that's where the body was. I mean, I don't think it should be used.
I'm with you there, but then what if you also get Drake talking gangsta shit in his raps? And they're like, well, maybe that's real too.
That was my very next point, which is the other reason why I don't love none of the Drake lawsuit shit, is because he get on them records and start spilling. Like, when he not playing the legal game, he get on them records and say, "We're sliding you, yo. Didn't they just shoot your house up? Shut the fuck up, bitch ass nigga, yo. I'll buy tickets to your show, get you killed, yo. It's mob ties over here." Like, And that's the thing. It
He
gets into the whole historical thing of the Oreo kid that can bounce back and forth.
Yeah.
Like, and I think that's the part that hurts him the most in this is that's what Not Like Us was about.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree
Just
100%.
So it's like
Making a nigga point.
your behavior as it continues, even as we done forgot about it, you finally listen to people, you went and laid low. Like you chilling. Niggas just want Iceman. Niggas just want
That's
Iceman.
it.
And you should probably change the name of that with all the shit going on. But that's what niggas want. Anything else is a deterrent from that. But he got the money and the time, so please, by all means, have at it.
That's what I'm trying to separate, just in my last point, to separate my hip-hop feelings from my other feelings. As a hip-hop head, and just as somebody who cares about art, I don't ever want art to be criminalized or used, or I don't ever want to restrict the possibilities of what an artist could do. I just thought there's just a small part of me that could see shit getting crazier and crazier in the 21st century with how we mix fact and real. We do it with news, we do everything. It's hard to know what's real and what's not. And I can see somebody's life, not Drake, but somebody's life really be destroyed for some shit and then using music as a cover for it or art as a cover for it. And it just scares me. I'm not saying that this is the solution, but I'm very scared of that. That's all.
I can dig it, but it's a very, very slippery slope.
Super slippery. You're right.
Does anyone here think that he'll win the appeal?
No.
No.
Yes, I think he might.
I think you're gonna get to a point where they just gonna part ways, and I think that's his overall objective.
But to be clear, winning the appeal means it not being dismissed. I think they may, because they dismissed it without even.
Yeah, he ain't go to
it.
trial.
I think he'll win that battle because of the argument they're
And
making,
then lose.
and then lose in the
trial.
next step. Yeah, that's my suspicion.
I'm not mad at that.
Yeah.
Neutral button.